Let's see. Zoom up. There you go. Today we have a little bit of a later session. Looking at the charts, as you can see on pound yen, gold is still flying up. So there was no just to wait, only waiting game. I was maybe looking for sell somewhere in this region, but it's rather dodgy right now. FFF Trader, I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see, Zoom thing as well. Invite some people on the Zoom. We're gonna go a little longer in this one, probably till 4-hour kind of closure. Just before it. Up. Go. Charge gold is just running up very fast right now. G also, yeah, probably some news on the dollar. We're gonna look at calendar for a moment. See, yeah, don't have that much today at all. Mr. Bullman speaking, and tomorrow with some pound news and CAT CPI. And then Thursday is obviously we got unemployment claims. And then again some pound and euro news, which is not that crazy news-wise. Let's see. Doing some music. Look at this one. I don't know if the sound is good enough. Man. It's too loud. Let me know. Crazy. It is pushing up. What I'm looking for myself. Yeah, it's a little bit off right now today. It's I'm looking myself for maybe this candle closure somewhere here. And then what happened pretty much that, and that's why I want to see that 4-hour candle closure. I was thinking about going on right now, but as you can see, based on this candle, we've already pushed all the way up. So in between this region, above here, in this closure, we don't really want to buy yet. We want to buy or on this line or somewhere in this region over here, right? Because buying here, it's not smart. And you could say, yeah, but it did move up though, right? It did, 100%. But I want to have the safer move. It's not safer than the move I'm looking for, right? And it's just breaking up right now. It's going very hard up. As we can see on the previous daily time frame, you can see that we had that bearish structure right here. Bearish. Breakout, continuation, comeback. Daily candle closure was very weak as well, above this previous area. So on the daily, we do have this fill right here in between this area. We're probably gonna get a tap. Now there has been an order block created right here on the bottom at 92, and as we know, 92 from the past has been a very strong zone. Also, if you go look left, 92 has been rock solid most of the time. Let's invite everyone to Zoom because I still didn't do that. I did take minor pound yen sells, but that's right now pretty much ending still. Right here. I wanted to get in. I saw in the morning. That's why I was like, never mind. I'll just go back to bed. And I saw this candle coming down, and this candle, closed doji. It had a break of structure, and once this candle started breaking and flipping again, breaking low, doesn't matter where you want to get in, with a very nice opportunity to continue moving down towards these levels here. Now it did went a little further, was pretty nice. Pulled back up, then I saw this candle again, and again this was the same confirmation as this candle. Price to continue moving down, and after this, London Open faked everybody out and then got everyone back in sales again. But it's not like, yeah, doesn't look good at all. Like pretty much a straight range this right now, so you don't really want to be in it. Gold though, like, I mean, gold is looking good, but the problem is that we're too high for us to buy. That's the problem right now for us. Now, the 10-hour has closed pretty well. If you look on the 5-hour time frame, we have closed pretty well. So what I'm looking for now is maybe a retest on the 70 area, 70, 72. And if we go back to 70, 72, at this line right here, so retest area. We look on the 4 hours, it's a little bit higher up, somewhere like right here. I want to see price tap in towards that area. Most likely that's going to happen in New York. So what we're going to see now maybe is that we're going to continue moving up or stay here, close over here. If we close over here, it's perfect. Like, it's very good, because then we could expect price to come back, bearish candle, tap, and then continuation up. Like just a tap, just like a candle going like this, and then turning back green again to continue moving further up. That's what you see most likely happening, because on the 4-hour time frame is just, you can see there's no retracement on here, but probably if you go on the lower time frame or over here, you can see that there was an actual retest and continue moving up, right? So let's see. Yeah, 75 is also pretty okay, but I prefer 71 around that, right? So yeah, that's better. It's way too high right now. You could say maybe sells, but like you can see, price does not have to stop. It can just keep on going up and keep on going up, keep on going up, keep on going up, right? So just selling by looking at the price. Yes, there was a zone right here to the left, right here. Maybe this right here, 82.6, 82.56, where you have this support and resistance created, right? So pretty much in the middle, where price has tapped. You could have maybe taken a sell. It's not too far away to take a sell, but my bias is a little bit more based on buys right now. And then I want to, oh my god. And then I want to see price continuing moving further up from these areas over here, because it's just way easier for you to do. Now you do have to have more patience, obviously. But it's, yeah, it's a choice for yourself. Do you want to be in sells right here, continue moving down, or do you want to be with the trend to continue moving up, taking an easy trade? That's the big question you want to ask yourself. The goodbye from Asian session, yeah. Yeah, very good buy, especially when this candle closed above. Made a little bottom wick. Go to the lower time frames, probably you can see some pretty nice entries. But yeah, this candle closure right here above this previous area. That's why this is marked up 64, break of structure, right? Break of structure. No retest yet, because there's just a lot of momentum. Yeah, there's many opportunities to get in, many. Look on the 5-minute time frame, you can see this rejection candle, this candle closing bullish, taking a buy, and this kind of would have been an option. Taking a buy in the highest would have been an option. Then you could say, yeah, but then I'm buying very high. Not yet, because the highs are over here somewhere. It's higher up. Oh, what the fuck did I click? Oh, I don't know anymore. I don't care. Oh, it says buys. I don't even have an account. That's funny. Ooh, this is looking good. You've been watching me for a while, you understand what I mean. But I would be careful with these highs though. Like every time you sell over here, or over here, stops are obvious. You have very obvious stops, right? You want to have your stops as unobvious as possible, because price tends to go towards your stop losses constantly. And people can say, no, but stop hunt doesn't exist yet. It does exist, because you can see bearish candle closure. People see level to the left, they take sells, and then now price is just taking out the stop loss. You gotta remind yourself that this candle is going up without a bottom wick. We are facing the 1 hour candle closure as well. Last minutes of the 1 hour candle closure can either be a hard pullback or continuation. I think it's possibly going a little high, yes, but there you have to be very careful. It's probably going a little high, but you don't know where it's going to stop, because it's already going a little high. And I understand that you want to, sell it high, but you do have to sell it high from a certain level which you are trusting, instead of just, oh yeah, price is high now, I'm going to take a sell. I've done that in the past many times, and it just hurts every time, because price just keeps on going. It does not stop, right? So makes sense. You make sure you start, taking sells on where it makes sense. Yeah, but overall, Alexander, I'm looking for that retest. I'm gonna buy to 1800. Could work out. I don't know where you're in from, but let's see. I mean, price is bullish, so there's nothing wrong with that. Matthew, you want to wait for the market to tell you what it wants to do instead of trying to guess, in my opinion. Yes, because the second thing you just said was just gambling. When you just guess, then go to the casino. I'm on GU buys 1.37694. What's the safest TP on it? I'll take a look at it in a minute. I think I got stopped out on GJ. Yeah, I got stopped out on GJ. I ain't touching GJ no, it's way too ugly. Look at this. Hella ugly. Bold. It's pushing up. I don't really want to touch it right now. I want to wait for that 4 hour maybe. GU. Take a look. I don't know where you're in from, so I need to first. Oh wait, and you didn't. I don't know. You said it. What was it? 7. Oh wait. 36. Shit. 94. 90 something. This is the entry. Okay. Well, it's breaking that. It's already breaking the high of the the opening price of the previous monthly candle. Weekly wise, we have broken a weekly high. Move it again. Remove these lines for a moment. Weekly wise, you're really, you're pretty in a good position. Daily wise, you probably bought the daily high, the previous daily high, bought above that, I think. There's a guess that you bought once price started moving up. Take a look. 12 hour level coming up. 12 hour order block sitting right here. So that's very close to where price is right now. You're up around 15 pips. It's pretty good. Not looking at gold today? Yeah, I was just looking at gold. We just have to wait on gold, that's the only thing. Right. Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, coming up towards the 4 hour level right here. Right here is a 12 hour order block sitting, which price could react off from. So make sure you maybe get a small 50% closure or put your stops at break even. Because at the end of the day, you see the 4 hours going up as well, and you pretty much bought the 4 hour right here, probably. So you're already up in profit right now, right? So you're up running in profit. You're running around 15 pips now. You went up to around 18. You do not want this candle to start flipping again. It's not allowed to go all the way back over here to retest this, getting you down 36 pips in negative before continuing up again. So if price decides to come down and starts to flip the candle, I would decide for myself to get out. But right here, I think that 38 zone, 38 flat is in between this area is a rejection area. You can see candles from before. You see supports being created on top of here. In the past as well. Supports, resistances, resistance, support, resistance, support. You know, rejection, 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 rejection. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So there's been some levels created on here, so there's a probability of rejection. But I would just close 50% somewhere in this area where you are right now, or maybe a little higher, and then try and leave the rest running towards 38,400 or 38,500. Gold buy or sell. Right now I see buys, but it's too high for me to buy. Right? Makes sense? 7074 gold entry, 156 906 on GJ. Let's take a look on GJ. 74 is a very, very good entry. Ooh, we already have a good entry also on a pound yen. They probably got taken in Asian or something, or yesterday. When did you take that Asian? I'm on buy since Friday. It was scary yesterday, kind of sweat holding. GU to trade by breakouts from it. Never. Okay. Damn, boy. Yo, get those likes up. Those are rookie numbers. We have more than 150 people and only 23 likes. Gotta push those numbers up. GJ looks good because on GJ, as you can see on GJ, for the person that said he was in, speculate if it's true or not, but you know, this is a retest area right here. We have a high, we have a higher low. You have price faking out, break of structure, continuation up, and now you really want to see price go higher, but it already decided to retest this area, so you hope for this leg to be bigger, coming up towards higher levels right here, 58 maybe, or something like that. I think that would be a pretty good idea. Gold though, yeah, it's just either I'm waiting for a break of structure to start taking sells, or I'm gonna wait for buys once price comes all the way back. So yeah, let's see. The gold. Now we're forming a breaker structure. I was looking at this level before. I was first thinking we might stop over here, but then you can see that this support resistance was a level right here. You can see the 5-minute candle closing bearish, breaking below the structure. Now the only thing we have to do is let price move out, let it move out, come back, and try and take sells over here if we see some sort of rejection to continue moving down to 75 at least. 75 hopefully down towards 70, 72, and then continuation up towards 1800. Yo, Oliver. So This could also be a fake out, so that's the reason, like, why I'm waiting for price to continue moving down. Yeah, you're probably not going to get the entry, the best entry, the best possible position. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? It is what it is. This is nicely though. I just want this to come down towards, maybe, like, I don't want this to retest this area, because if this retests this area, then there's a chance that we might continue moving up, right? Because you could also say, like, hey, there was a break of structure right over here, right? And that's an issue. Now, the good thing about this break of structure is, what is this? Okay. Oh, finish. Oh, that's really good. Okay. So now what the good part is that we have this engulfing candle. So there was already a chance for you to start selling in between this area. But and maybe on this line already. I don't really mind. But, right. So the only thing you have to do right now is just wait. Just wait. Let price come down. I prefer to see price coming down further in between here somewhere. 70.78, come back, and then take sales to continue moving down, retest the first leg, and make the second leg bigger to 75. And then we also, if we come back towards this area, we have a good amount of range of around 60 pips for us to target. First target should also be good. First target should also be at least 1 to 1, 1 to 2. What really is important that you need to start holding positions longer for you to create that risk reward. Because if you know your trades are working out, it's becoming a lot better if you try and hold what we explained yesterday, obviously. Yesterday was a very good explanation on that risk reward. I bought gold at 60 GMT on a 1 minute. Target 820. Okay. Let's see. If you're already targeting 820, I would say to hold it until 832. 1832. But that's me. Well, I'm looking for sell on 85. Okay. Let's take a look at 85. Okay. And let's take a look on the 1 hour on 85. I run on 30-minute, there's an area. 85 flat. Yeah, I don't see anything over there. I don't know. I would wait a little longer. I would wait a little longer for price to continue moving further up. Alright, look, yeah, I'm pretty good, man. What about you? Guys, don't forget to also check out ShareVision. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm also live on ShareVision at the same time. No one there. Doesn't even show me. No one there. What is that? in a moment. Hey, look. How much percentage do you hold usually after your first DP? Well, it depends how much you're risking, Alexander. I prefer 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. So let's say you're risking 1% on 10 pips, right? 1% on 10 pips or 2% on 10 pips. You're trying to start closing at 20, 22, 18, 22, at least above 15 pips, so 1.15, right? Because what Augustus also said, what we talked about a couple days ago, is that it wasn't Augustus. Who was it again? Wasn't Augustus. It was Abdul. Abdul said that. The same thing. What we talked about as well is that every time you play in the one-to-one game, you're pretty much on a break-even strategy. So I would say if you're risking 1%, try and secure 2 or 3% of that trade. Right? In total, like, doesn't matter if that's with the actual runner itself. So let's say you would hold your position, let's say 1% position till 20 pips, right? And you close maybe 75 or 50%, then you're closing at least 1%, 1.5%, right? And if you leave that 0.5% running, every time you hit another 10 pips is another 0.5%, and by that try and hit that 1 to 3, 1 to 4, maybe around that. And what you could also do, which is very important, like, and to note, is that you have your original risk and reward, right? And you got to also understand for yourself, if you manage risk, let's say you're sitting like on a 1 to 2, right? 1 to 2 over here. That's good enough. Or let's say you're risking 10 pips. This is easier. 10 pips, and your target is maybe 20 pips, right? You gotta understand, once you start going into negative, once you start closing 50%, let's say halfway, right? Let's say this is 50% of the way, right? Of the way, no the way. But let's say this is 50% of the of your stop loss, right? Then eventually you will only start losing around 75% of your actual risk, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to close 50% at your break-even zone. But if you see things that are going against you, there's a very high probability that price is going to continue moving further up or further down against you, right? So you want to handle that situation and maybe close 50% once price starts doing that. Now, what you could also do, let's say price starts doing that and starts going, or maybe it directly starts going your way, right? You can directly manage your stop loss by either closing 50% of break even. Now this could choke the trade, so then price could say like, hey, we're going to continue moving further up, further down. But let's say now I'm going to move my stop loss to the most recent high, which creates my risk to reward already 1 to 4, right? Now you do have to be in profit to be able to do this, but if you start managing that position well, it's already pretty good, because the risk reward is getting a lot better. Because let's say you close at that 50% level right here, you already have 25% left to lose, which is significant amount less than what you're actually risking. Because if you would have had a 75 pip stop loss, 75% stop loss, based on the 20 pips you're normally taking, as an example, your risk reward is already 2.6 constantly. Be able to take, good amount of loss before you're back on break even. Let's say 1 to 3. That 1 to 3 is a lot better. Like, but I'm not really holding 1 to 3. Like, I'm not like it's pretty hard to hold full position all the way to 1 to 3. So what most likely is best is that you're gonna say like, hey, we're coming down. We're coming down right now. Take a look at gold at the same time though. See, this is what I mean. This could fake out any time what I said, and that's why I want to wait for price to continue moving down, retest, and then continuation. It could fake out any time. So maybe you could say like, hey, I'm gonna wait for 1 to 2 or 1.15, not 10 pips. Forget the 10 pips. Like, forget that. Get the 10 pips. Maybe if you're in a sticky situation where there's not a lot of range, first of all, you should have not been in, but maybe then 10 pips is an okay amount. But make sure that you just leave it running and running, like I did, like on my first trade on GTA today, right? But if you take that 1.15, that means that the next trade you're gonna take, right? The next trade you're gonna take is already has a better risk reward because you already had better closing price on this trade. So, which pretty much means that you're now able to lose 15 pips in the next trade before going back to break even. Now, if you do this over and over and over again, you're only going up, and your stop loss is still the same, but you're just able to, continue growing instead of going back to break even again. Because let's say you would close 10 pips over here, right? You would close 10 pips, right? And you're back on break even, or you get taken out, or let's say you get 10 pips now, right? And then the next trade you get negative 10 pips. Then you're back on that break even zone again, and you don't want that. So if you take on 15 pips as an example, so 15 pips, and you take an L, next time, oh fuck, stop, what's happening? Take a 15 pip trade, right? And the next time you get a 10 pip trade, 10 pip loss, first of all, you're still going to be in profit because you're still 5 pips up overall for your day, and you're able to take another loss and still not be on the 1-to-1 risk reward, right? So if let's say you would take another loss, a 10 pip other loss, because your stop loss is most of the time 10 pips as an example, maybe it could also be 20 pips, you're still fine. You're able to lose like nearly 3 trades by just winning once. And that's the first time that you're gonna get into the normal loss you used to have, right? Fuck. So it's important to know on where you're gonna take your profit and when you're gonna take your profit and how you're gonna take your profit. Because just 10, 15 pips, 10 or 15 makes a lot of difference. And it doesn't seem like a lot of difference, but it does make a lot of difference every trade you take. So try and just secure like 20, between like 15 and 20 pips every time. I always learn a lot here. Usually it's stuff I've heard before, but just never really paid attention till now. Okay, yeah, perfect. Why not close half and trill stop loss? Well, it's on your own preference, right? 1 to 3 is average. Yeah, that's good. Crypto miner, 238 live viewers, only 54 likes. Come on, guys, those are rookie numbers. Do you know the vibe? Yeah, man, it is what it is. We need to click that button. 20 pips and we're Gucci. Yeah, get that 20. Like, go 1 to 2. So yeah, just make sure that risk reward is great, and then you're Gucci. Because it's very easy to get a good risk reward, right? Because let's say on gold, it breaks out right now, and you're waiting for price to come back to 81, right? Come back to 81 over here, right? And you would have your stop loss maybe over here, so around the 12 pip stop. Your target is going to be around 75, right? But if you already only target maybe, you know, this area, 87, not even that, it's not that far down for your first TP. When is consistency, not the pips. Yes, but also risk reward. Consistency is also good. If you consistently can make a profit, it doesn't really matter that much. Then you're making maybe 4 wins and a loss, and it's all fine. If you make those 3 and 4 wins with a better risk reward, you're even better off, pretty much. Pound yen is pushing up slowly. It did have a very nice option for buys over here. Very, very nice. Oh my god. Yeah, let's see what gold can do. We have another 40 minutes left for this for this 4-hour candle to close. I don't understand what you mean, Tarek. I have no idea what you mean. Oh shit. That's why it's not showing. Try that again. That's why it stopped. My other stream just stopped for a reason. Which is weird, but okay, it's fine. put that on again. Start streaming again. Let's see if it works now. TJ chop market today. If I took a look at the small time frame, yeah, 4 hour was pretty good. This was just dodgy all the way through. But if you look on the 4 hour time frame, this was just a straight retest, just kind of right here all the way to the bottom. So if you took buys in here, you would have been up a good amount. I didn't do it, but I was in sells. I took sells again over here, go back down again. So it was 2 opportunities to get in. Let's see streams. On that buys at 900.
I get a raid on all themes set to drop.
Oh, okay. Look, can you please check out the 21 to 55 EMA? I didn't know how EMA works, man. I got no idea. My day's got so many emails. And look for a couple days. My God. Crazy. Do you trade supply and demand zones too? No, not really. But do sometimes look for them. Indicators. Okay, let me take a look. EMA. Which one? Lazy. Hey buddy, I'm new to your channel. Subscribe. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. Guys, if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you do. I don't know which one to click, man. No idea. Yeah, I just see a fucking line. Open 2 of those on 21 and 55. Wait. Yeah, hey. 21. Look at top one. Okay. What is what line though? Can I do this? Did I remove this? You say 55, right? 55. Let's remove all of this bullshit. Then at this crossing point, what do you want to do? I want to see how this works. Or third down. This, no, that's too much. This is good right now, right? Or am I wrong? Okay. Now explain me. Because what's this cross, right? Is this for sells? And now this is for buys. But it's already going up. That's whack. It shows you in this candle that we're going up. So that means that we should be buying right now, right? Because this line is going over the previous line. Or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't use emails. Actually, pricing. Good. What if you go to like lower time frames? Okay, so in the lower time frame it says it went above here. That means that right here you should be buying or something. Here it crossed those. I think, I don't know. This shows all the way over here. Yeah, that's. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And goes all the way back up again. So on that last time frame, yes. They're very far away now. It will not be good on a choppy market. It will chop you. Okay. Now let's look at gold. EMA. 21. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is. Let's try again. Does this show the certain lines? Oh no, it's gone again. Never mind. Low time for in choppy market. Okay. As it's now flipping up, you buy dip low. Okay, so that means that. Wait, hold up. The EMA. $21.55. Oh wait. Let's do this one for a moment. 20.55. So that means that you buying over here then? What do you mean? Because now it's crossing again. That means buys then change setting to 20. You may look at it. I think that's like 20 plus 1, so that should be like here somewhere. What time is it? 37. What time frame? Go on one time frame higher. 5 minute. Okay. Let's take a look. Somewhere like right here. Or wait, just tell me where the line is. Where is the line on what? Like, where is the price at that moment? Because I don't understand this. I just see some lines coming across each other and then just dropping and then going back up again, and then that's all I see. I don't understand. What's up with gold going up? Yeah, I have questions too about this. Pretty weird. But yeah, let's focus on the rest. I'll take a look at that later for fun. Right now, pound yen, that's going up slowly as well. Hit that breaker structure again. Now it should continue moving up. Back up towards these highs. Daily wise, previous daily close bearish. It still has a wick to fill to the downside, so that's one thing that we have to be looking out for. If you look left on the other time frames, the next stop is going to be around that 158 flat area. If we go in the lower time frames, there's probably some levels right there. Okay then. Would you ever take a trade on Bitcoin? Maybe, if I look longer into it. Why not? Okay. Like, you can make money of it. Oh, okay, I see. I understand now. Okay. Gold wise, that's just trying to push up towards that 30-minute level right here. I don't know how long that's gonna hold though. The previous 30-minute just opened. The current one, I mean. And the previous 50-minute kind of closed bearish. And it's trying to break up higher. From London, it's actually just been shit. Okay, yeah, London did give, if you can see in London, it went up, gave price a pullback for price to continue moving further up. So that's the thing you have to be looking out for every single day, right? Look at the 1 minute time frame, you can see this happens every day, right? I did not take this myself, but you can see from here you have the open somewhere here, right? It's open here, push up, yeah, take everyone in buys, take everyone out, right, back to 77. You can see on the higher time frames, so let's say on the 5 minute time frame, you can see that price is pulling back down, right, giving everyone in London a better entry at 77 to continue moving up towards 80, 82. You can see that wick to the downside. As you can see, there's also like a retest on the level to the left side on the 15-minute time frame. Retest on this area. No, don't close. And then 1 hour it was just a pullback on the 1 hour time frame. But it's very important to note that you see like, hey, yeah, price is now opening, it's moving up, but it does not mean it's moving up straight away. You can see first pullback and then take everyone out in the buys, because you can see all these people that would have bought over here, right, at the high of the previous 1 hour candle, right, pretty much right here. They get into a little profit of around 7-8 pips and dump back down. They're pretty much in negative 18 pips. So most people at that moment will be out. At that moment, they will be out. And at that moment, when you see price, you know, having issues over here, maybe on the 1 minute time frame, you can spot an issue, and you directly can. You can see the nice move coming down, clear move coming down, coming down, coming down. See an issue, but further down, and you can see, really see that the candles are getting weak. These are strong bearish candles, right? Weaker, and you can see that price was respecting the previous highs. So you can see pretty much respect, 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 respect. 1 minute high got broken, candle closed without a bottom wick, candle went up without a bottom wick, continuation. If you really try and look at those details, you can really spot those very, very good entries for you to continue moving up. Because the previous 1 hour closed bearish, yeah, bullish, yeah, it was high, but there was an option for price to go there, right? There was a very, very good option. Now, I would have not really done that myself because, in my opinion, it's still too high. But there's creates chances for. If you only took that based on that 1 minute time frame, at this level over here, you would have already been up a very good amount. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Bitcoin isn't bad to trade, to be honest, by GJ to determine when price will. GJ trade in London and Tokyo. Yeah, I think it's just fine. But do we have a self-fixing chart? Yeah, I do see a pullback happening on gold, and that's why I don't really want to sell it yet. Right. Luke, email. It's in the description. I think it is in the description at least. Contact if you go to the channel. Perfect, Alexander. No worries, man. Well, I've been in the same situation as you've been. But I kept on going. Well, I had to go there. How do you identify a pullback and continuation by candlesticks or zones? Also zones, candlesticks, all of them combined. You have to wait and you know, put in certain zones from you where you think price is going to retest, break of structure areas, and once you find those places out, it's very easy to start buying and selling on those spots. And having targets as the previous high that's created or the previous low that's created, right? By GJ, it's more like wide price fluctuation because currencies. Okay. We might get a chance in New York for a long 71. Yes. Yeah, 71-ish. That would be perfect. That would be very nice. Like this candle, let this 4-hour candle close like this. Then I'll be happy. So get this candle to close like this. Look on the lower time frames. And then get a couple big candles coming down. And a weak candle over here. And we can expect on a good time for price to start continuing moving up towards the top. And I don't know if it's going to happen that fast because you can see those candles are pretty slow as well. But that's what I want to see at least. This could be in 10 candles as well, right? And this could also be in 20 candles. So, but that's what I'm looking for. Right now you do have to understand that buys are looking very obvious. Yeah. So. But yeah, guys, as I said, make sure to check me out on Share Vision as well. Stream there every day too. Put that link in the bio. There you go. Yeah, pretty good, man, Ravik. What about you, man? No worries, man. No worries. Hope you understand. Yeah, just like what you're trying to ask right now as well is that, as you can see, you have these highs created, right? Price continues moving further up. That higher high, higher low, right here, higher high, higher low, break of structure. You can see that retest, continuation, move down, right? Lower low, lower high, and then back towards this area over here. And then you have these highs over here, right? Which are very important because because you can see that this was a certain range that was created right here. And once we had that breakout, we had the continuation moving up. And now what do we have to remind ourselves is that we have this high created. So there is a target for us to go to. Now the only thing we have to do is have price to come back towards this break of structure area right here. This could also be the break of structure area, but most likely we will go back towards these highs, continue moving further up. Now most of the time the second leg is always going to be bigger. So this leg over here is already a created range for price to continue moving further up, right? Once you start getting these buys in over here, this could be your first target. So the 82 level from maybe 72, 73 is going to be your first target. Now that does not mean that you're going to hold all the way to 72, 73. I mean 78, 82, 83, 80, whatever where price is going. Maybe you're going to hold your first position till halfway and leave the rest running, close another 50 over here and close the rest up in the 90s somewhere. Maybe 92, or maybe this area over here, or maybe even the highs over here, right? So that's a very important thing to look at because that's the break of the actual trend. So what you can see is that we had this bullish trend over here, and you can see it being respected. Now you could say, yeah, but there's a break of structure over here, so you could sell over here too, right? No, because you can see the trend is bullish, right? So you really have to look for a high time frame break for that to happen. Now, then you could say, yeah, but now we broke this level over here, right? Then you could wait for price to tap this area, continue moving down. You can, but most likely there will be buys over here because the trend is bullish. It's the same with order blocks. A lot of people have the same questions with order blocks. Let's say you're in a bullish trend and the order block is the opposite way of where you're going. It does not count. There's no need for you to take it into great consideration where price is going to turn around or not, right? So the only thing you're gonna have to be doing right now is follow the trend because you can see price is not going down. Otherwise we would have gone this way, and you can see we went up. We came from the bottom side over here, so we're pushing upwards right now. And the only thing we have to do right now is go back towards the 1800 highs, continue moving further up, right? And on the lower time frames, you're gonna see that happen very nicely. On the higher time frames here, on the daily time frame, you can see push up, come back down, retest. And this is what we're trying to do the same thing right now on the lower time frames. It's the same thing, right? Because if you look here on the higher time frames, we had that push out, push up, push up, push up, come back, retest up this area to the left, continuation, right? And we had previous highs up here as well. We also had previous lows, but as you can see, we have broke the trend over here. The trend is broken. This was the downtrend. The trend is broken now. So we have that high that is giving us pretty much the bullish bias right now, right? And that's the same what's happening on the lower time frames right now. That as we look on the higher time frames, we had that bearish momentum, right? We had the break of structure pretty much over here, right? We had these highs over here that were also broken. Now the only thing we have to be doing right now is as that daily comes back, taps the area, just take buys. And as you can see on the daily time frames, it did that. Comes up, comes back, take buys, continue moving further up. That's the only thing you have to do right now on these time frames is just wait for price to come back. And take a buy to continue moving further up. Right? That's very important to do. Yeah, man. Much love, man. Ravik. That's the only thing you have to do, right? And don't try and buy over here. Like, don't waste your time trying to buy over here, because then you're buying all the way up to highs, which is really, really not smart, right? You want to be buying somewhere over here instead of somewhere over here. Because look at the amount of range you're creating for yourself when you buy over here instead of the amount of range you're buying over here, right? The amount of stop loss you have over here is maybe going to be over here, right? If you have entries over here, your stop loss is going to be maybe over here, or maybe over here, maybe over here. On the lower time frames, you all have to figure that out for yourself when you get into the trade, right? But once you come back to this retest area, you can say, now, hey, we're on this retest area now. I'm going to start taking my entries. And then you could say, like, hey, I'm going to have my stops maybe somewhere over here, right? Spotlight, no, maybe over here. Or once price starts consolidating a little bit and then break out, right? On the lower time frames, I want to have the stops below there. That's also something you could wait for, if that makes sense. So that's, you know, just wait for price to come to you and slap the price when it comes to you, instead of trying to get price to, you know, continue moving further up because you missed the trade from the beginning. If you were in from the beginning somewhere over here, you're fine, but you don't want to be buying somewhere over here, right? It's that's very, very important to know. Good morning, guys. Here we are again with the London session live streams. Around 300 people watching. Make sure to check in and like and subscribe. See you guys later. So, why do you want to slap the price? Well, it's just explanation. About gold, what do I do now? I don't know where you bought gold. That's the question. We need to know where you bought gold. If we know where you bought gold, then it's Gucci. If we don't know where you bought gold, then it's not Gucci. Oh, I need to remove slow mode from the chat. That. Position. Slow mode. Gucci. 66 actually. I just set the stop loss to 72. Well, you're perfectly fine, man. You're perfectly fine. Like that's the entry you want to have, pretty much. That's the entry you want to have. You're good. You're good with the entry. We've got 10 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close. Let's see what this 4-hour candle does. Either we're going to see a very good pullback, or we're going to see some great continuation moving further up. 4-hour candle on GJ as well is closing weak bearish right now, but everything can happen. It can still close bullish above all these highs. Let's see. Either it's going to pull back down, or we're going to close above. But then there's potential for a fake out because the actual close is very, very weak. Gold wise, closure very good. Just have to wait now for price to continue moving down, maybe in New York, and then and take it based on that. It is what it is. Yeah, let's see. Now we can sell entry. Good. I don't know, man. No, you have to wait, my friend. You have to wait. Guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, make sure you do. Instagram is right here. We just made a little post on the gram, the current session. So make sure you tune in into Instagram as well and get me to that 4,000 followers. Would be much appreciated. I'll put the link in the chat. There we go. This is neat that you're doing this. Oh, perfect, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. So, what do we want to be waiting for on GJ? That's the previous line sitting there. Yeah, GJ, we had that daily candle closing bearish, so there's still a very high probability that we get up in towards this area, come back and fill that wick to the downside. Even though the bullish trend is pushing price up, you see a gap on Tradingview. This gap is not there on the actual broker itself, so I don't really care about this. I saw that in the morning as well. I was like, no, that's not a real gap. So yeah, GJ wise, it's very hard for price to continue moving further up now when this candle is closing this way. Now you could say like, hey, we're rejecting bearish momentum, right? But we're still closing bearish. The problem is that we want to close above this area, right? And then continue up, come back, take buys up. And that's the same thing. Now, if price does not decide to do that, there is a chance that we're going to continue moving down. And we're going to continue moving down to maybe this area over here to retest, right? We're high up right now. We're high up in the skies. We're higher than we've not been this high since pretty much February 2018. We're even higher than that. We have not been this high since pretty much 2016. Okay, so we're pretty high up right now, which is pretty concerning for buyers. If they want to buy all the way at the high. So there's, if you buy over here, if you buy 57,425, I don't know. My God, if you're buying all the way over there, it's not the smartest idea, right? You don't really want to do that. But GJ to apply strategies based on volatile moves like take profit and cut a loss. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty good. You see that 4 hours pulling back now. See the last 4.5 minutes for this candle to close. You see that pullback. You see that 5-minute dumping now. Can you go like that? Yeah, thank you. But please, I'm nervous. Use the JPY up or down. Send me a chart on what you're doing first, because that's already really concerning that you're nervous inside a trade. You should not be nervous inside your trade. If you're nervous inside your trade, you need to rethink your plan. Goldie 5-minute is showing rejection. Current 5 minutes going down without bottom wick. You see this rejection on this 5-minute candle. Let's see what happens. In between these times, at 4-hour candle closure, you do have to be very, very careful, because a lot can happen. Give me a bottle of water. Too much. What else is a long-time holder of feet? Jane. No, I did get it once before, but I'm not holding it. I mean, I think like all these crypto pairs are flying right now. Yeah, they're going up. What about Ethereum? Yeah, Ethereum is not The Ethereum is not even moving, like it's still at the same spot. Doesn't care, my opinion. Well, it's a little bit higher, but not like crazy much higher. Seriously, no, I said, what? I'll take a look at that. That's a pretty good one. How high is VeChain right now? I want to see. We do have to be careful right now. Yeah, I'll just. I don't. It's not a bad spot to buy. At these highs all the way over here, 28 cents. But the thing is, what I don't really like about this, you can't quadruple your money by buying over here. And this is probably not the idea of most traders, but it's just when I buy my crypto, I just want to make sure that I can triple it or double it, the amount I put in. But that's me. Oh shit, 193. Go back to VeChain for one more moment. Oh no, never mind. 1 minute and 22 seconds left for this candle to close, so let's see what happens. We see it was set. Yeah. No shit, Yeet, man. When you see red, you lose. When you see green, you win. No shit. Hi, look. I need a trading demo account. I saw many videos about but I don't understand very well. But if I win... Okay, I don't understand the question that much. You can win and lose anytime. Bro Trader, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Just gotta do what you gotta do, right? Some people in the chat. Mad thing. Streaming over time today, yeah, but I was already pretty late AM. So I'm streaming a little longer. I want to see this 4 hour candle closure right now. Boom. 4 hour candle closure. GJ did decide to close bearish. 5 minute call up last moment. 1 hour closed bullish. Gold 1 hour closed bearish. 4 hour is going up right now. If this decides to go up without a bone wick and I see a 5 minute really doing some dodgy stuff, might be looking at some stuff very, very soon. See 50-minute time frame, 50-minute candle closed below. 50-minute candle closed below this area. So what we're going to be waiting for now is that if price is going to continue from this area, come back up, take sells over here, continue moving down towards 72, 75, between this area, right here, or somewhere right here. I don't know exactly where it is, but, you know, that would be a pretty good idea. 1 hour, that look at the rejection on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame, that closed strong, and that's the only thing why I wouldn't take sells straight away right now. MA Hussein, I don't know exactly. But last month I made 20%. Actually, last month was pretty weird because the first week was pretty bad, and the second week took everything pretty much back. In the last 2 weeks, I made that 20%. 776 4. Oh my days, that's beautiful, Darren. He's killing it. This guy, Darren, he's just been watching the streams, and he's killing it now. Just listen to the things I said, and he's just getting those crazy entries. He's sometimes better than me. that's even crazier. This 4 hour can push up all the way, but like it only has a tiny bottom wick, so it could still go down. Luke, do you stop trading after a good win? Yes. Yes, I do stop trading after a good win. I do sometimes want to, take another extra trade. So when I take a win, I should be leveraging the profits a little bit more. But I just feel like when I take a trade, and when I'm only there for maybe like 20 minutes to an hour, I don't want to spend another hour there, right? Because first of all, if you spend another hour there and you don't get any trade, you don't get another trade. First of all, you're earning a lot less in that 2 hours time, especially in the time you didn't trade. And I just feel like for me it's just best to quit after one trade. For me, it's just best. What is your maximum loss per day? Maximum? Oh, you mean like the maximum I've had in one go, or the maximum as usual? Like the biggest loss I've ever taken, or like just... Master P, he went to this company and he's now programming. So I had a little chat with him. He came on last time. As in, what amount are you preparing to lose in a day before calling it a day? 200, 300. Fine with that. If I lose that, I don't care. Don't really want to lose that much more. There's no need for you to lose more than 300, 400. Look, how many accounts you blowed before coming a good trader? I did never blew an account, but I did go like once, like 50%, like 2,000 or something, when I was a little smaller. Yeah, that was not smart. But you live and you learn, right? But now I'm fine if I lose around 200, 300, risk around between that. Usual risk is around like 150 to 300. I'm fine with that. Like, if you leave your positions running or longer, you can make the same that you're trading on a three, like on a maybe on a what 3, 4, 5 lot, right? Usually I'm taking the trade I took this morning on GJ was just a 1 lot, but average is between that 0.5 and 2 lot. Biggest is in the past weeks was 2.75 cent. At one time a 5 lot, but I closed that pretty early. But that was a stupid thing to do. But yeah, around between 1 to 2 lots, and I think that's fine. Even if you leave your positions run, you can easily make a lot more with just leaving a 50-cent runner or a 1 lot runner. Lewis, no, I've not seen that, but you gotta show me, man. Really depends on the trade. I've in between 1 and 3%, let's say. How long have you been trading? A little over 2 years now. Nice. I've blown 5 and put it down for a while because I was depressing. But I feel like a boss after that break. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? If you don't feel fine anymore, just take a little break and then back stronger. Learn and come back stronger. Wait, have you tried to join any funded accounts before? Nope, I have not. And I might be thinking about doing it for fun. Here we have the break of structure. Biggest loss in a day and a single trade, 2,000. That's what it is, right? Look, have you tried before? EAs? No. AK in oil, yeah, crazy, man. That oil price needs to dump again because those gas prices are going through the roof, man. I think over €2 a liter right now. It's mad, absolutely mad. Doesn't make any sense anyways. Just manipulated price. You should do a funded account, bro. FTMO is the best out there. Irvin, yeah. The thing is, for me, it's like I only want to start that when I have my other plans succeeding, because I already have some plans for next year, and that's some of them are maybe moving somewhere else. Once I do that, I might just start doing FTMO, because the thing is, I don't care about FTMO. I really don't care. But let's say I would do it, right? I have to pay so much taxes. I have to set up a company to be able to do it, and I got no time for that. I have other things to do. So, and the thing is, for myself, I'd rather trade my own money. I'm always sure about my own money. That you have another YouTube channel. Where is the link to it? Oh, it's like a Share Vision channel. Share Vision is pretty much YouTube, but just like it's Twitch, but just only for financial things. %1 risk rule that no trade causes a massive loss in the account. Yes. Offshore account, bro. Yes, that's what I'm working on. But the Netherlands is they're really strict, so you can't just get offshore and don't live there. You need to have proof on everything you do. So, and I don't want to get fucked by 300%. 300% fine. TzRzetHz, yes. Good thing, Willie. Let me know. Crypto miner, there's like certain things that could happen to you if you don't give up how much money you have, even if you have it in an offshore account. And they want you to be paying tax on it. If you don't do that, there's up to like a 300% fine, I think 300% around that. So let's say you make 100,000, you have to pay a $300,000 fine, euro fine. Not fun. I've seen people have, I get the same thing before. Yeah, on average, TzRzetHz, at least above 100. TzRzetHz, at least above 100, at least. So looking for people that know about Forex taxes. Yeah, it's like Forex taxes is like I had a conversation. I sometimes have conversations about it, but the thing is that like it's like a really not much talked about subject that people tend to avoid every time it's talked about. Yeah, crypto miners is really annoying. Come to UK, man. Spread bet and broker cut. Broker like Blackpool, zero tax. Yes, I know. My London is UK is sick. I would go to UK. I don't care. UK is pretty good. But here overall taxes on crypto are very good. The crypto taxes are very good. But if I like setting up my own business, I have a couple things rolling, but the amount of taxes you pay on those profits are mad. That's why I'm also waiting with a couple things. Also tend to wait with what I'm doing on pretty much on my where you're from, the Netherlands, on my community. Doesn't make sense to open it. Does not. So. There you go. Prefer to grow my personal account. Just do the math. How many people invested in funding accounts? How many wins and yeah. Actually shocking how the government sticks taxes on all sorts of the market. So you make cash, pay tax, and then you use your own saving to trade. Yeah. Bro, it's mad on what tax you pay. Even if you die, you pay like 50% tax. I don't know even how much it is. Like a lot. Between 30 and 50% or something. I don't know even how much. For the other people, your family to inherit it. Even like on other things, if you have a big business here and you make good amount of money, you're in 52% tax, and you gotta ask yourself, right, and put it in perspective for yourself, because let's say you sell a product over here, right? You sell a product. First of all, that product is, let's say your selling price, your price that you want to sell it for is 100%, right? And that selling price is 100 euros. Here in the Netherlands, your price is going to be 121% because of the tax you're paying over the product you're selling, or even over the service you're selling, because most services also have 21% tax. So that means that you're pretty much paying that 121 euro tax already. So you're left at the end of the day, your selling price is this price. The actual price you're getting is this price, right? Okay, fine. That's not that bad. Then you go to the next one, right? You go to the next one, and then you can say like, hey, now I can start, I have the money back in the business. I want to start, writing off stuff. Now, if you go look on the government website on the Netherlands, You don't want to know what you can write off, because you can't write off shit here. Only like a couple. You can write off your some bills you can write off, and you can write off the place where your company is based. So you know, the actual what's it called? I forgot the name. Doesn't matter. But the place where your company is in, where you pay rent or anything else. Some of the vehicles, but not much. You can't write off much at all. Like in the UK, you can write off a lot. Like in Ireland, as an example, I have family in Ireland. He was able to write off all the way until only paid like 10%. Well, it's a lot higher if you're not able to write off. So he was able to write off a lot. Here you can't write off shit. Like there's not much to write off. So after write off, you're only getting a little bit less, right? And then they're gonna determine on what tax bracket you're in. So let's say you're left with that $100, and eventually maybe it's gonna be like $90 as an example, as the overall profit for the year. And over that, if you want to put that, okay, you have the choice, put that into a holding where I think you only paid 12.5%, I think, in my head. I don't know for sure, or 25%. 25 or 12.5%. I don't know for sure, or 25. You pay one of those two, but the moment you want to take the money out of the holding, you have to pay the money to get the money out, right? So the money is just pretty much stuck inside this box. Now in this box, you can buy property, you can buy anything you want, but all the money stuck inside the box still needs to be tax paid upon, right? Or you're going to put it on your personal bank account, which creates that income tax, which is most likely going to give you the 52% rate, which is 52% of this price, which is fucked up. That's straight stealing, fam. That's stealing. It's just stealing. This is all stealing, fam. I'm telling you. 52% of this price that you have left is absolutely nothing. So it's bad shit, because you know, if you, let's say you're in a country where you're just selling your price, you could sell your price for this price and keep most of the profits and put some of the profits into growing your business bigger, instead of having to pay tax on it because you're not able to write off that many things. Want to join Raja maybe as a spare room? Yeah, that will be a lot easier, fam. You have to leave the country. Yes, sir. What am I trying to do, fam? I already know where I want to go. So I got a lot of things figured out. I just need to do another couple of things, and probably middle of next year, then I'll go out for my first 3 months. Welcome to Pakistan. No, I already know where I want to go. I already know it. Just need a couple more things, and just want to have a couple more, a little bit more income, and then I'll be Gucci. But yeah, this country is shit on taxes. Because even if I do a service, right? Even if I do a service to you, I would still have to pay the same thing. So let's say I end up asking you, as an example, right? This is an example. This is an example on a community, right? Fuck's sake. Why did it do that? Yeah, no, I was about to say. So, as an example, right? Costa Rica. As an example, right? Let's say I want to charge you $50 for my community, right? That needs to be 121%. First of all. So this is going to be my selling price to you. As an example. This is all examples. This is all straight examples. Selling price. Now, you see that I'm actually only getting 50. Now, I can't write off shit when I do that. I can't. Let's for an example, I can't write off shit. I can only write off a couple things: phone bill and maybe a TradingView, Zoom, Slack, and another couple of things, right? So you're back down to 50 because that $10.50, €10.50 has to be going to the government, right? That's all gone to the government, right? So you're done with 50. Then a couple costs come off. You're able to write off a couple things, so maybe you're left with 45, right? And then if you want to keep it in the business, you can't use it. And it's not that you need to use it anyways, but let's say you want to take it out and you're going to pay that 52%, right? This is the amount of tax you're going to be paying over that price, over that $45. So let's say if I charge 45 and a negative 23, oh, that's not wrong, 45 negative. This is what you're actually going to be left up with. Of the price you were selling, you're still 60. And yes, you're able to write off a couple more things, but probably maybe you're going to end up with 30, as an example, 30, or something like that. So you can see the selling price is a lot higher than the actual price you're getting because they're just thieves, fam. That's all I'm saying. How much is the tax in China then? Waleed? But could you not like open an offshore account in Panama and have the money go there? Yes, but the problem is that I won't never be able to spend the money here in the Netherlands. And then also next to that, right? Next to that, you have to imagine for yourself again. Yeah, I was talking about that. So you're back down with $30. That's what you earn from buying your product for selling your product. Now you go to the store and let's say you want to buy a car, or no, let's say you want to buy a keyboard, right? A keyboard for your computer, right? And that keyboard is $50. Again, you're paying 21% over that price again. Again, like literally again. Over that price again. So you're paying taxes again and again and again and again and again and again. Most of the money is just all going to tax. At the end of the day, 75% of whatever, 60% is going all to taxes. Like that's all bullshit. Yeah, maybe take some off, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah. Where are you planning to move? Yeah, I'm still, I already know, but I don't want to say it yet. Don't want to say it yet. Some people already know. I've talked about this before, but I don't really want to put it in the open. You see gold doing the retest now. On a 1 hour time frame, it doesn't look that good though. Got 30 minutes left. 30-minute candle is about to close doji in 4 minutes time. See the 15-minute candles retesting. 5-minute candles already retesting. Yeah, you could take a chance for let the price to continue moving further down towards 77, 75, 70, 73. I think that would be a pretty good option. Give me one moment. There we go. Oh, it's just too late. Hmm. I wanted to get into these gold cells, but just as I open everything up, this candle just flipped in like a minute time frame. Boom. That is what it is. Look at GJ, man. Damn. And the 5 minute was perfect. It is what it is. Sometimes you miss them. I would have taken it from that level where I wanted to take it. Would have been 10. But it could shoot it, right? 5 minute candle's about to close, so I'm not gonna take anything. Steps are the same. Yeah, I'm too late now. It was a very nice option right there. But let's see how this kind of closed without bomb wick. Ooh, dangerous. This could easily flip back up now. But let's see. Let's see what it does. Yeah, the breaker structure, so there's might be momentum coming in the market to continue down. Yeah, there it goes. Should have taken the sells. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh my days, look at it go. I do have a feeling that this kind of might make a bottom wick. It might make a top wick. Hmm. Let's see. Yes. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow morning again in the London session live stream. We've been streaming around 1 hour and 52 minutes. So I'm gonna see you guys, and then thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. See you guys. Bye bye.